Welcome to my channel, where we discuss everything and all things politics, economy, and development in Nigeria and around the world. You know that during the 2023 presidential election campaign, one of the selling points of Alhaji Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the then candidate of the All Progressive Congress, was that he was the one that he has built Lagos, that what he had done in building Lagos, that he will come and replicate it in Abuja if he is voted into power. That was his selling point. Now Atiku Abubakar, the presidential candidate of the People's Democratic Party in that election, is saying that Bola Ahmed Tinubu has come to capture Nigeria the way he captured Lagos, and that portends danger for the country. That's what Alhaji Atiku Abubakar is saying. And why is he saying this? And when did he say it? He said it in a recent statement. In that statement, Alhaji Atiku Abubakar, the former vice president and the presidential candidate of the People's Democratic Party in the 2023 presidential election, he has alleged that the future of Nigeria is being mortgaged by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, his family, and his associates. Atiku, in a statement by his media advisor, Paul Ibe, said he believes that even after Tinubu leaves office, breaking these shackles will be nearly impossible. Atiku was saying that the damage that Tinubu is allegedly doing, will be near impossible to break. That's what he's saying, because he's going to put the country in a shackle that to break that shackle will be nearly impossible. Now, Atiku compares Tinubu's integration of his business interests into Lagos public enterprises to his efforts at the federal level. Atiku is alleging that Tinubu's business interest was intertwined with Lagos state business, and that the same thing, he is making similar effort at the federal level to put his own business interest in sync with the national interest. This is what Atiku said, and I quote. I'm quoting Atiku Abubakar now. He said, just as Alpha, Beta, Primero, and others acts as Tinubu's proxies in Lagos, managing critical sectors and generating revenue for him and his family, he has begun to replicate this at the federal level, Atiku Abubakar said. Atiku Abubakar expressed astonishment at the operations of the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited, and how the government-owned oil company had put its retail arm under the control of OVH, a company in which Oando, led by Wale Tinubu, a relative of the president, owns 49%. Let me say it again as Atiku put it, so that you understand the import of what Atiku is saying. He said he expressed astonishment at the operations of the NNPCL and how the government-owned oil company had put its retail arm under the control of OVH, a company in which Oando, led by Wale Tinubu, a relative of the president, owns 49%. Atiku said, and I quote, in October 2022, just 5 months before the elections, the NNPC retail, in October 2022, just 5 months before the elections, NNPC retail controversially announced it has acquired OVH and all its filling stations. NNPCL already had about 550 filling stations across the country, but claimed it was enhancing its capacity by acquiring OVH, which had only 94 stations and 100 others leased. The NNPC did not disclose the purchase price of OVH or the terms of the acquisition. A Freedom of Information request by Premium Times was also rejected by the NNPC, which claimed to be a private company despite still being government-owned. End of quote by Atiku Abubakar. Atiku Abubakar is making reference to what happened in 2022, how NNPCL retail arm said they want to expand by acquiring OVH, that they have filling station, but the filling station, the number of filling stations they have, according to what Atiku Abubakar is telling us, is far too small to constitute an expansion for NNPCL, because NNPCL has 550 filling stations, but OVH had about 94 stations and 100 others that were leased. And NNPCL did not disclose how much they spent to acquire OVH. In OVH that is said to belong to 49% of it belonged to a relative of Bola Ahmed Tinubu, Wale Tinubu. That is what Atiku Abubakar is saying, that Tinubu is also turning Nigeria. He's alleging that Tinubu is turning Nigeria into his own private business estate, the way he allegedly did in Lagos. And Atiku is concerned that this, what he is doing, may be near impossible to dismantle even after he leaves office. I don't know what you think of it, but since Atiku released this statement, there had been no reaction. Perhaps I have not seen it from the presidency, because there is a need to hear their own side of the story. There had been no statement from the presidency. I have not heard anything from Bayo Nanoga in response to this, or from Ajuri Ngilale. Perhaps they have said something that I missed, but I have not yet seen their reaction to what Atiku Abubakar has brought to the public domain. But that is some of the challenges that you have in African countries and developing countries. The issue of alleged corruption is one of the challenges of development, not only in Nigeria, but all over Africa. But Nigeria is a peculiar case. So that's an allegation that Atiku Abubakar has made, and there's a need for the presidency to respond to it, to tell us their own side of the story. tell us their own side of the story. Because Atiku Abubakar, as far as he is concerned, that is the way he sees it. And how can we be able to ascertain the truth? Let NNPC, first of all, tell Nigerians how much he paid for OVH. How did NNPC, with all its facilities, hand over each retail arm to Wale Tinubu owned Oando? That's the question that people would like to get hear answers to. Because, like Atiku said, when the Premium Times wanted to use the Freedom of Information Act to request and demand for information about the purchase or the acquisition, NNPCL claimed that it is a private company, that it is not covered under the Freedom of Information Act, so it cannot reveal information about such acquisition. This is despite the fact that government still has the controlling interest. Government of Federal Republic of Nigeria has the controlling interest in NNPCL. So there is a lot of questions embedded in this statement by Alhaji Atiku Abubakar that Nigerians should expect and demand for answers. That's my take on this matter. Thank you for watching this video, and if you are new to my channel, you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel, hit the subscription button, hit the notification bell. When you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell, anytime I have a new video, you'll be among the first to know. God bless you. And please don't forget to like this video, because when you like it, Google will rank it high and recommend it for more people. Thank you, and God bless you and yours.